If you're waiting to feel ready to fix your money, that feeling is exactly why you're stuck. Have you ever opened your bank app, felt that tightness in your chest, and closed it without doing anything? Saved videos about investing or making money, then told yourself, "I'll start later"? That's not laziness. That's your brain protecting you and quietly keeping you broke. Here's the truth most people never hear: feeling ready is not the starting point. It's the reward. In this video, I'll show you the psychology that keeps smart people delaying their financial life, and how to break that loop without overwhelm. And the first mental trap? Almost everyone falls into it, and it explains why later never comes. People who never feel ready with money keep telling themselves they just need one more sign, one more raise, one more perfect setup. As a mentor, he's seen this trap 1,000 times in personal finance and financial psychology. Certainty feels safe, but it's a lie that delays growth. Real financial education starts when imperfect action turns into better money habits over time. Think about movies like The Pursuit of Happiness. Chris Gardner didn't wait for stable conditions to start learning how to make money. He moved while everything was messy. That's how money confidence actually forms. Opening a basic savings account, investing $50 in an S&P 500 ETF, or tracking expenses for 30 days are small finance tips that beat waiting years for the right moment. Momentum beats perfection every single time. From a numbers standpoint, waiting is expensive. Someone who starts investing $100 a month at 25, earning an average 8%, can end up with over $300,000 by retirement. Wait 10 years for certainty, and that number gets cut almost in half. That's not motivation fluff, that's math. Strong money habits compound just like interest, whether someone feels ready or not. The shift happens when he realizes readiness isn't a feeling, it's a result. Action first, confidence later. Start small, learn fast, adjust as you go. That's how a powerful money mindset is built in real life. And once that clicks, something else sneaky shows up next: the way fear twists risk and self-belief in his head, which is exactly what comes in the next step. You start seeing risk everywhere, even in moves that are actually basic personal finance steps. Your brain blows things out of proportion, making a $100 investment feel like a life or death gamble. Financial psychology shows this clearly: fear magnifies losses and minimizes your own ability to adapt. That's how bad money habits quietly keep you frozen. It's like watching The Matrix for the first time. Neo isn't really weak, he just doesn't trust himself yet. You do the same with money. Opening a Roth IRA, buying broad ETFs like VOO or SPY, or starting a simple side hustle feels dangerous, but only because you haven't tested yourself. Most finance tips fail because they don't teach you to trust your own learning curve. Here's the reality most people never hear: the real risk isn't losing a little money, it's never developing financial education. Data shows that people who start small and adjust outperform those who wait for safe certainty. When you invest $500 and learn from it, you gain skills. When you do nothing, you gain nothing. That's how to make money long-term, not by avoiding mistakes, but by surviving them. Once you see that risk shrinks as skill grows, your money mindset begins to flip. You stop asking "what if I fail?" and start asking "what if I learn faster than I think?" But right when that shift happens, another trap shows up, because emotions start hijacking your financial decisions in ways you don't even notice at first. You don't stop because the numbers don't make sense, you stop because your stomach tightens. Anxiety, insecurity, and self-doubt quietly become your financial advisors. In financial psychology, this is one of the biggest blockers in personal finance. When emotions run the show, even solid finance tips feel risky and confusing. Think about Inside Out. When fear takes control, everything looks dangerous, even harmless choices. You do the same with money. A small dip in an investment feels like a personal failure. A bill triggers panic instead of planning. The fix isn't ignoring emotions, it's learning to act despite them. That's a core money habit wealthy people train early. A practical shift is separating feeling from action. You can feel nervous and still automate investing every paycheck. You can feel unsure and still follow a simple rule like the 50/30/20 budget or dollar cost averaging into index funds. Studies show investors who automate decisions outperform emotional traders by a wide margin. Logic scales. Emotions don't. Once you learn that discomfort is not a stop sign but a signal you're growing, everything changes. You stop asking how you feel and start asking what the next smart move is. And right when you master that emotional gap, there's another sneaky problem waiting, because what looks like preparation often isn't preparation at all. You tell yourself you're getting ready, but deep down, you're just delaying the moment where action exposes you. Watching videos, reading threads, saving posts about personal finance feels productive, yet nothing actually changes. In financial psychology, this is a comfort loop. Preparation feels safe because it carries zero risk, but also zero results. It's like the Karate Kid. If Daniel only watched Mr. Miyagi explain moves instead of waxing the car, nothing would have clicked. You learn money the same way. Reading about how to make money matters, but opening that brokerage account, setting auto investments, or tracking spending for 7 days is where financial education becomes real. Action teaches faster than theory ever will. Here's a simple rule you can use immediately: learn just enough to take one step. Not 10, not someday, one. For example, pick one high-quality book like The Simple Path to Wealth, then immediately apply one finance tip from it, like investing in a total market index fund. People who do this build strong money habits because clarity follows movement, not planning. Once you feel that first spark of progress, your confidence spikes naturally. You stop drowning in information and start trusting your decisions. But then another mindset sneaks in quietly, because even when you act, your brain starts obsessing over everything that could go wrong instead of what could go right. You scan every decision for danger, loss, and regret before you ever look for opportunity. Your brain is wired to protect you, but in personal finance, that survival mode backfires. Financial psychology shows that people who obsess over downside miss more gains than they ever avoid. That mindset quietly weakens your money habits. It's like Moneyball. The team stuck in fear kept repeating the same safe strategies, while the ones willing to rethink risk won. You do this too. You worry about a market dip but ignore the long-term upside of consistent investing. Over 20 years, missing just the 10 best market days can cut your returns in half. That's not theory, that's data. A better approach is shifting your focus from "will this fail?" to "what will this teach me?" Start small. Allocate 90% of your money to safe, boring investments, and 10% to learning plays. That balance builds financial education without wrecking your sleep. Smart finance tips aren't about avoiding loss, they're about controlling it. Once you train yourself to see learning as the win, momentum shows up fast. You stop freezing and start experimenting with intention. And right when you realize progress comes from responsibility, not perfection, another fear kicks in, because avoiding decisions can feel safer than owning the outcome. You delay decisions because not choosing feels safer than choosing wrong. If nothing happens, you can't blame yourself, right? In personal finance, that mindset is expensive. Financial psychology shows that avoiding responsibility keeps you stuck in the same financial loop, repeating the same money habits year after year. Think about Spider-Man. Peter learns that power without responsibility creates chaos. Money works the same way. When you don't decide where your money goes, it still goes somewhere, usually toward impulse spending, fees, or lifestyle creep. Choosing a simple budget, even a messy one, beats letting money leak silently every month. Here's something practical you can apply today. Make 3 clear rules: automate savings, cap guilt-free spending, and review once a month. That's it. Studies show people who automate their personal finance decisions save up to 30% more over time. Responsibility isn't pressure, it's structure, and structure creates freedom. When you start owning small choices, confidence grows naturally. You stop fearing mistakes because you're actively steering the ship. And just when that sense of control settles in, there's one deeper layer most people ignore, because it's not about numbers anymore, it's about thoughts, words, and identity. You don't just manage money with spreadsheets, you manage it with the stories you tell yourself. If you keep saying "I'm bad with money" or "money is stressful," your actions follow that script. Financial psychology and financial education both confirm this. Language shapes behavior. That's why money habits always start in your head before they show up in your bank account. There's a powerful scene in The Shawshank Redemption where hope becomes the turning point. You experience the same shift when your inner dialogue changes. The Bible nails this idea in Proverbs 23 verse 7, "As a man thinks in his heart, so is he." When you start thinking and speaking differently about personal finance, you stop sabotaging your own progress without even realizing it. Here's something concrete you can apply immediately. Replace vague statements with specific ones. Instead of "I can't save," say "I'm learning how to save $50 a week." Instead of "investing is risky," say "I'm building skill by investing consistently." Studies on habit formation show people who use intentional language are far more likely to follow through. Words aren't motivation, they're direction. Once your thoughts, words, and actions line up, your money mindset locks in at a deeper level. You stop reacting and start creating. And when that identity shift happens, everything you've learned so far starts working together in a way most people never experience, which is exactly where the real transformation begins. Remember how overwhelming it felt to never feel ready with money? That constant hesitation, the second guessing, the fear of messing it up. Now you see it clearly. It was never about intelligence or luck. It was about habits, mindset, and the psychology behind your decisions. You've already started breaking that cycle just by understanding how your thoughts, emotions, and actions shape your financial reality. So here's the real question for you: what happens if you actually apply this? What if you start small, act despite discomfort, and take responsibility for your money habits? How different would your life look a year from now if you followed through instead of waiting? This is how real personal finance growth starts, not with perfection, but with consistency and self-trust. If this opened your eyes, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss finance tips that can genuinely transform your relationship with money. This channel is about financial education, financial psychology, and building a powerful money mindset that actually works in the real world. You don't want to fall back into the same loop just because you stopped learning. And if you're ready to go deeper, I put together something special for you. Holistic Health. Nourish your mind, balance your finances, transform your life shows you exactly how to build sustainable money habits, eliminate debt step by step, create passive income streams, and stay mentally clear under financial pressure. This isn't theory, it's a practical system you can apply immediately. Click the link in the pinned comment now and start transforming your finances today. Check out the material in the pinned comment. Your future self is already waiting on this decision.